Welcome to Bar City episode 49. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin.
Well, one more and we got the big 5-0.
Yep.
Technically, this would have been our big 5-0, but we forgot to do one for a Christmas special. Sorry, folks.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of more my fault, but yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
man,
intend to
sheesh. We
sleep
would
that
have had a
long.
big 5-0 on a new year.
Yeah, I know. Well,
God, sheesh,
I didn't
sheesh.
intend to sleep that long, so that's what happens when a nap turns into like a full on like rest time.
hmm
Uh, but um, so we're actually recording this episode when it's still 2024, but by the time it gets uploaded, it'll be 2025. So we thought it
Yep.
might be kind of fun to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. It's pretty common thing to do toward the end of the year as you make new resolutions. You know, you do it like the first 2 weeks and then you forget all about them after that.
Mm. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I was actually looking through some polls and I didn't know this, but apparently the most common New Year's resolution is to not have one. Most people don't do one. So
Yeah.
actually didn't know that. It seems like I guess when people aren't doing one, they typically don't talk about it. So I guess you never hear about those people. But yeah, because usually the people that are doing one, they're the ones that want to talk about their New Year's resolutions. So, but yeah. So do you? Well, of course, this is according to various statistics, obviously, and I don't know when this was. This is a recent post, but I don't know like what how recent some of the actual statistics are. So these
Yeah.
may or may not be accurate, but we'll use this as an example. Um, One of the most common type of New Year's resolutions
Lose weight.
is, is actually to save more money, usually finance stuff.
I'm
That's the
surprised
most
I didn't
commonly
lose
used one.
weight.
Number two is actually healthier, lose weight, and
Ah.
all that kind of stuff. But yeah, number one, I guess people are more
So it
concerned with
goes
their money than their weight.
money, then we'll lose weight.
Yeah. Ideally, if we could do both, that would be even better. Yeah. But yeah, money is
Yeah.
apparently the number one concern. Then people want to lose weight, exercise, get healthier. So, uh, and way further down after finances and losing weight. So most New Year's resolutions basically are like self ones. So but then way further down the list, people do actually make quite a few New Year's resolutions for spend more time with friends, family, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh, and then there's more specific ones that fall much further down on the list. Like if you're a smoker, a lot of people try to quit smoking, or quit doing some kind of thing in general, addictive
Yeah.
thing. So reduce this is really to me just falls more into finances, but it does further down the list. It does say reduce spending and stuff like that. But to me, that just kind of would fall in the same category. And
Well, it's in the same category, but separate sub genre in a sense.
yeah,
Because
but yeah,
one is one to actually put back more money and actually have a nest egg. The other one is, well, I just don't want to. I just need to stop going out to eat all the time or going out and buying this all the time.
yeah, yeah.
They have a similar result, but for from two different
Right. They're kind
directions.
of approaching it from a different angle, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. One's approaching it by hoarding it. The other one's just, I need to spend it better.
So have you ever made any New Year's resolutions like before or do
Yeah,
you have a
I made them
favorite
before.
do you have a favorite one you've ever made? Or,
Um,
I don't know if I've ever made any
uh,
financial New Year's resolutions
there ain't
before.
no financial ones. I think my favorite one that I've made, and actually one of the few ones I've stuck to, was to never give a woman more than three tries ever again.
More than three tries.
More than three chances.
Three chances for what?
So I guess the year I made this, I dated this one girl in high school. We dated and broke up with each other seven times.
Oh wow.
And after that, I was like, yeah, no, three strikes, you're out. That's
Y'all were
gonna be
like the
mine.
definition of will they, won't they relationship.
Yeah,
Will
and
they, won't they? What's gonna happen?
I haven't had one of those since. I
Yeah,
stuck to that
I
one.
can understand that. Yeah, that's probably really exhausting to be in a relationship like that on and off again. So,
Yeah.
mm.
And the thing is, half of it's because she didn't want to know. She didn't know if she wanted to be with a guy or a girl or both at the same time.
Oh wow.
Uh,
She was going, she, it was probably better anyway. It sounds like she was still kind of figuring things out about
yeah.
herself. So,
I mean, we're still friends. If I go up back
yeah,
home and me and her run into each other, we actually chit chat quite a bit.
yeah.
It's funny. I have this is a little quick off topic. My, I count as my hometown because I lived there the most. The girlfriends I've had there compared to all the other towns around and all the other states and stuff are the only ones that are actually I'm still friends with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why.
Oh, man.
None of the others actually was still friends with, or even talk to today. But if they message me, I'll chit chat with them all day long. One of them, I'm the godfather of her kids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever made any I can't I don't recall any though, any New Year's resolutions involving financial ones. If I did, I don't remember. And it probably didn't work out very well if I did. uh I have made a couple like way in the past to like not so much to lose weight, but I guess to like just eat healthier in general. I have made those a couple of times, many years ago. I don't really recall if any of them ever really worked out. It's not, those are not usually resolutions I usually ever did that
Yeah.
often though. Admittedly, most of mine in my 20s usually were like like spiritual related or Christian related ones.
Ah,
I made a lot of those
doesn't
throughout my
surprise me.
20s. Yeah. I made a lot of those throughout my 20s. Some of them
If
were more
any,
common, some of them were more very specific, and some could get kind of weird sometimes, uh but some of them were common. A lot of them were common, like, maybe like read my Bible more or something standard like that.
yeah, if anybody's been
Mhm.
listening to this channel for a little bit or just found us and has been going through our stuff before this, it won't surprise you either on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. In the recent years, I think I've made more like typically if I do make one, I do more like very specific ones. They're usually not very general, like things like, oh, fix my finances or something like that. That's kind of a general. It's usually something very, very niche, I guess you could say. I don't think I made any last year though, admittedly. So, but
I
this
haven't
year,
made any for the past, I think, 5 years, 6 years, something like that.
yeah, I believe I made one the year before, but I don't recall what it was, but I do remember making one. I do remember the one I made the year before that though. I I had one to make a brand new friend because I realized that I hadn't uh had made any new friends in several years. I mean, I had friends, but I hadn't made any new friends in several years. So that was my goal. I don't think I succeeded with that though.
How many years ago was this?
This was geez, what year was that? I think that was back in 2021 that I made that goal.
Did
Yeah.
you was you had already returned to the guard check or no?
That was when I was still working at Tyson, I believe, at the very end of my stage at Tyson, I think. Mm.
Hmm. Oh, because we came pretty quickly became friends when you came back. So
Yeah, I can't remember exactly when well, friendship can be tricky sometimes and when you consider someone to act fully become your friend, but I don't remember when I first considered you to be a friend. I think it's something,
ouch.
well, you know what I mean. I think it's something that just kind of happens. I don't, it's not like I woke up one day and be like, yes, we're officially friends now. We were no longer work buddies anymore, and or just work buddies. Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
work buddies is close enough to a friend. I mean, so I mean, you can count it
yeah,
as a
I mean,
half win.
I've had a lot of work buddies though, but then like as soon as you leave the job, it's like you never really talk to that person again with some of them. So I don't know if I'd consider them friends. So, and admittedly, that's probably like it. like what would have happened to us several years ago. Like if I would have left or you would have left, I don't know. I
Um,
don't feel like we would have really talked again after
well,
that. So
if you were not the type of person that like doesn't apparently like to make friends easy because you like to keep to yourself for the longest fucking time.
it depends on the
Uh
person. So
yeah.
some people are easier for me to become friends with really, really quickly. So
Well, also when we first worked together, we didn't have each other's number before you left because if we were
that's
gotten
true.
to be decent
Yeah.
work buddies before you left and I had your number, I probably would have texted you every once in a while, check up on you.
Yeah.
Because I asked your sister quite a bit about you,
Yeah.
and her response was, "I don't know. We haven't talked in a little bit."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Do y'all ever talk?"
several people would ask about me. Like, well,
Yeah,
is Kevin liking it over there? And she said response was, I don't know. I don't
yeah.
know.
It's so funny because Jerry's every time we talk about that, he's like, "See, I don't think they actually even hang out." He's like, "Every time ever asked her about it, I don't know. I'm not his keeper."
No, we hang out quite often, but that was during a time when the pandemic was still pretty in the middle of that,
Yeah,
and we were trying to avoid contact with each other. But we still texted from time to time. We just didn't like talk face to face. So, and
yeah,
Julie's not the biggest texter either, so it was kind of hard to stay communicated with her that in that way. So, but yeah, because I talk to her all the time now, but we go somewhere and meet up, and when we want to just sit down and talk. So,
yeah.
but yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I guess if it would count you, then yeah, I guess you could maybe fulfilled that one. But yeah,
Yay!
yay! Like I said, it's tricky sometimes with when you make new friends because it's like sometimes it's like when did you actually become friends with that person? It's tricky for me. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I have a list of more specific ones. Now I won't go through every single one of these because there's a lot of them, but I can hit the highlights a little bit with so these they kind of put them into categories here. These are
Hmm.
the health and fitness ones. Let's see.
Ooh.
Let me check real quick. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right. So here's a couple of them. The top most common ones are exercise at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
That's yeah.
I mean, that's
Drink more water daily is a one. Uh, eat more vegetables and fruits.
there's actually a YouTube reactor. Since you mentioned the water, that I used to watch all the time, react to certain music videos and shit,
Yeah.
and genres that he, didn't grow up listening to. Uh, he actually had this whole kid because like at first he would take a shot of whiskey on his videos, and then he got into this whole thing with the New Year's about health is wealth. Gotta drink the water. You drink water or whatever. So he's got big. He always have a big ass thing of water. So
Yeah. I know some people that do that. They always just make sure to have a huge thing of water with them. So anywhere they go.
gotta stay hydrated.
Oh yeah. Especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Uh but yeah, cut down on processed foods. So and get enough sleep each night. Practice
Okay.
yoga or meditation. What?
So
Oh,
my thing is, technically, all food is processed food.
well, I think when they're saying processed, I think they're trying to avoid like prepackaged meals
Yeah, I mean that's
and
what people's
canned
preconception of pre
meals and stuff
of
like that.
processed food
Yeah.
is. But
When they say
if
processed, they're talking in general, like a general term. Yeah.
yeah, but for every meal you eat is processed. It just depends on how fresh of a process you eat it at.
Right. Yeah. 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 I have tried the whole ingredient go fully ingredient eating style where you
Hmm.
buy all the separate foods and then make the food yourself. And I can do that. It's not hard to do. It's just It's I've
It gets
tried doing
tedious.
it 24/7. Yeah, it gets old after a while. And so I kind of bounce back and forth between the two. I do some things like I'll buy whole tomatoes, but I'll buy canned whole tomatoes because it's easier for me to like just put those in the cabinet and then get to them when I get to them instead of trying to like constantly check on my tomatoes going, oh, have they spoiled yet? Can I use them? Do I need to make something with them tonight? I don't
Yeah.
like it takes a lot of work to do all that. So
Yeah. Thing is, like, buying the house and we have a section out back where, clearly used to be a garden. And I've been thinking about, within the next couple of years, starting to, grow a garden
oh yeah.
because I used to love canning vegetables and pickling vegetables.
Yeah.
But all at the same time, I'm thinking about, I'm like, I don't know if I really want to actually put the time and effort into it, even if I like doing it.
Well, you could always start with a real small one, and then if you really like it, you could expand it a little bit. So,
Oh, I already know I like it. It's
well, I
just
mean, like
that,
as of today, yeah. So,
yeah. I guess if I would start, it'd be okra because pickled okra is fucking.
me, I
Mm.
think if I was gonna have a any type of something in my backyard, obviously I don't own a house, but if I did,
Yeah.
uh, I would probably rather do like the chicken thing, like have like a couple of chickens and then just take care of those. I think I'd rather do that over a garden. So.
I mean, yeah.
I know it's a lot of
Chick.
work, but that's just what I would rather do
I mean,
personally.
chickens are relatively easy as long as you make sure they have a spot to get out of the weather and
Yeah, yeah,
feel like they're safe.
yeah. You want to make sure they're warm because obviously pretty much all birds get cold really easily.
Yeah.
So, so
Avians or reptiles.
oh yeah. But yeah, that's cut down processed food. Let's see, get enough sleep each night. Uh,
Which I did.
Eric, you need to listen to that one. Get enough sleep each.
Yeah, sure.
Practice yoga or meditation.
Ah.
I think I can't remember what year that was, but there actually was one year where I did try to make a resolution where I practiced more meditation, not yoga,
Uh,
because I've never really been into yoga, but meditation, basically where I just spend some kind of alone time, no screens, no devices, no music or anything, just quiet, secluded, where you just kind of are breathing in and out, just relaxing. Try to your best to turn your brain off, so which is really hard for
Oh,
me.
I typically do that at least 20 minutes before I go to bed while I'm laying there just
I
trying
see
to go to bed.
it's that's the trickiest part for me is turning my brain off. I can't get once I turn all the devices off, I can't get my brain to shut up. So
Yeah.
and so that was always the hardest part. But I think I did it for a little while, but after a while I gave up on it. So
Tease,
take
tease, tease.
and then here's even more specific exercise tips you that some people do. Take stairs instead of the elevator. Uh try a new type of workout or sport, reduce sugar intake, and commit to daily 15-minute walk. So, but that's enough for the exercise. We can get into the personal development. Here's a couple of these. Read a new book every month. My sister actually did that one year. I don't remember what year that was.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, where she wanted to read a new book, or I think she wanted to read so many books in one year. I can't remember how many it was. So,
I mean, she reads a lot.
yeah, she used to not be like that either. She was not a reader at all, but now she's like that's like one of her main forms of entertainment is reading. Oh man. Uh oh. Start a journaling habit. Don't really know what that means, but that's what it says.
Write
I
down stuff
guess.
in a
I guess.
journal. Like, jot down keep a diary.
I don't know. It's such a general way of stating it. Like it just seems like that could apply to other.
Well, because it used to not
Because
be
like
called a diary. It
I
used to be
could
called being a
journal
journal.
like yeah, I could like journal other people's stuff too, though. I could be like, I'm gonna make a journal of my kids or something. So, but I
I
guess
mean,
that's
it
maybe
worked.
that's what they mean, like any type
Yeah.
of journal, self journal.
I mean,
I tried when I think when I was a teenager to do a journal one time, I did not enjoy doing that at all. It was just like, yeah, this is not me. I don't like jotting down what I did that day. So,
Yeah.
uh, learning a new language. I've never been a resolution of mine, but I have attempted to do that many times. So, and it's never worked out. So, the first language I ever tried to speak, well, besides English, obviously, still working on that one, was Spanish. So, that was a fail when I was in high school. I tried to do Spanish. Um, oh, and I tried to learn how to speak Russian at one point. Uh, but that was when I was a little older. And I can't think of any other languages. Actually, there was one time I did dabble into German just a little bit, but not much. Oh, and Japanese. I tried to learn how to speak Japanese one time. That was when I was a Christian, though. We were going to do it for like ministry purposes. So, but
Yeah.
yep. Let's see. Take up a new hobby. Attend workshops or seminars.
Mm.
Practice public speaking. What are these people running for mayor or something?
I
Uh,
don't know.
volunteer for
I don't, I mean,
that was a negative
some
thing to say. I'm
some people
sorry.
really have like a really bad time when it comes to trying to speak in front of groups of
I
people.
mean, I will admit I'm not comfortable speaking in front of other people, but I don't think I would ever feel the need to practice it. Like I guess, well, I guess it depends on what I'm doing. I'm not everybody's the same.
Yeah, I
So,
can't really say that when I had to, I had to kind of get over that when I played Willy Wonka in front of our entire school for a week and then had to play Willy Wonka for another week in front of multiple different schools at nationals.
excuse me. Yeah, take a
Kind of had
so
to get over that.
take a social media break once a week. Hmm. That seems like pretty easy to me, but I guess for some
Yeah.
that might be hard. But
Well, I mean,
I was like once a
uh,
week. I'm like now if you ask me to do that like, you know, every other day, now that might be a little harder. So, but once a
for
week,
me,
I
it's
don't know.
easy. I'm rarely ever on social media.
Well, I get on Instagram so much. So, but yeah, if it wasn't for that, I could make a resolution to never even get on social media. That would be really easy. I guess, but unless you count YouTube, I don't really consider YouTube to be social media, but some people do. So,
I mean, it is, but it isn't.
yeah, to me, I guess depends on how you use it, is fair to say. So, and I will also say the way I use Instagram doesn't really feel like I'm using social media. I'm really just on there watching videos. So, I mean, it's the same thing as what I would be doing on YouTube. So, except in just shorter format. So, uh,
Yeah.
let's see, and then so we'll skip over. That's the gist of all the personal ones. Uh, there's career and professional ones.
Mm.
I know you love that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Set career goals for this year. See, that's what I want to do this year. I'm going a whole new career path and everything. And
I mean, technically both are.
I am
I mean,
taking
we're doing the
taking new
podcast,
responsibility at
you're
work.
making video games, and
Yeah, well, I'm kind of just doing that stuff for fun. Now, if it turns into a career, that would be cool, but I'm not necessarily trying to do that. So, let's see, take on a new responsibility at work. That's what you need to do.
wait, what?
I'm just messing with you. Improve a professional skill like coding, design. I've done that many times, never a resolution though. I've attempted to learn how to program a little better. I'm okay at it, but I'm definitely no expert for sure. So, uh, find a mentor or be a mentor. Hmm, interesting. I'm trying really hard not to laugh at a couple of these, but because it feels like I'm like crapping on people's, and I try not to do that, but it's hard sometimes. Financial goals. Um, these are more specific ones with the finances, I guess. Oh God, I just did something weird with the page. Um, what did I do? Oh, okay, there we go. Let's see. Create a monthly budget and stick to it. I love how it had needed felt the need to put that at the end and stick to it. Not enough just to create the budget, because anybody can just
Yeah.
create a budget. It's the sticking to it is the hard part. I sound like Jerry Seinfeld. Uh, Start an emergency fund, pay off debts or loans. Uh,
Yeah.
Save a specific amount of money each month. Invest in stocks, bonds, and retirement funds. Hmm. Let me scroll down a little bit. These finance ones are kind of boring.
You know, one of my favorite New Year's resolutions that people have been trying to do some off and on. I
What's
don't know if
that?
it's as popular anymore. The say yes New Year's resolutions.
Say yes.
Like it's just just keep being a yes man, yes person basically. Just
Oh, okay.
so hey, you want to try this? You want to try guitar lessons? Yes. Hey, you want to try skydiving? Yes.
Uh, yeah, I don't think I would want to do that personally,
Yeah, me
but
neither.
it's an
I watched
interesting,
the movie
yeah,
with
it's an interesting take on your resolution though. So,
my I was looking through a list the other day. I just pulled it up. Some weird ones to get ready when you're done with your list.
oh, okay. Uh, let's see, relationship and social life goals. Spend more quality time with family regularly. This one cracks me up right here. Call or meet up with friends more often. I'm like, if you feel like you gotta force yourself to hang out with your friends, like, I don't know, that seems like I don't know, it seems weird
Well,
to want to do that.
I mean, well, also you have to depend on the person, like why they have issues hanging out with their friends. Like for me, I just don't like going anywhere. I go to work, I come home, fuck everything else for the most part.
Yeah.
I like all my
Uh,
friends and I want to hang out with them, but I look at the door and I'm like, I really don't want to go outside. I don't want to people.
I mean, if when a friend like invites me to go somewhere, I have no problem doing that. I'm not the first person to suggest the idea because that's just, I'm an introvert. It's just natural. And so plus I'm such a homebody. It's so natural for me to just want to stay at home, be at home and
Yeah.
be content there. But if someone were to invite, hey, you want to go hang out with me or go out, like, oh yeah, no, I was like, I'd love to. So, but yeah, so it's kind of interesting to me that they have this as a goal, but I don't know. But I guess everybody, is in different situations. So I don't know. It's just when I read that, I was like, okay. So, but then we got personal well-being, practice self-care regularly, kind of generic, but seek therapy and counseling if needed. Uh, Learn stress management techniques.
Hmm.
Uh, that's something I've done in the last few years. That's not really a resolution thing again. Sometimes I just do things. I don't make it a resolution. If I decide I want to just
I
start doing it,
I
I just do
honestly
it.
think
So,
that's the biggest problem. People they want to make it a resolution
yeah, they want
instead
to
of
make it an
just
event or something. Yeah.
yeah, instead of just make it a life term goal.
Say no when necessary without guilt. Oh, say no without feeling guilty when it's necessary. Okay. I don't think I ever feel guilty when I say no to stuff. So
No,
don't think that's really an issue for me, but I can understand how some people might feel that way. Some people are
I mean,
people pleasers, so they feel bad when
yeah,
they say no. So, mm,
yeah. Uh, Those are people that are natural born yes men. It's just the opposite of say yes.
yeah. Here's environmental. Oh, I cannot seem to speak today. Environmental ones. Uh, let's see. We got reduce uh, waste, cut down on single use of plastics, conserve water and electricity at home, export uh eco-friendly businesses. Oh, support. Okay. I thought that said export. I was like, export. What? Support. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Start a garden.
Mhm.
There you go, Eric. That's right on
I'm good.
here. Plant trees. There you go.
Mm.
Uh, track your personal environmental impact. Okay. Uh, there's also learning. This is a long list, by the way. So for some of these, I'm gonna go through a bit quicker because I don't know. This one's adventure and travel. You ever made any resolutions about traveling or adventure? I love how they, I don't know. I hear the word adventure. It just
I
sounds
mean, I've
funny to me.
been to all 50 states and all country, every country before, so
It is fair to say some of these specifically aren't always talking about just traveling somewhere else. Oh, my foot. Oh, geez. Ah, freaking A. Some of these are more like explore more your local area too, which is this is one. If I didn't live in such a boring town, admittedly, like I would actually enjoy doing this more because I actually love going to local places and stuff like that. I just don't really like traveling that much. Well, I should specify I don't like the actual traveling part. Once I get there, I'm having fun, but it's the getting there part I don't enjoy at all. But yeah, so that's traveling a local area. But yeah, if I lived in a like a I guess you could say a more urban area, then like I would probably love to go places and visit a lot of the local shops and even like museums and stuff like that. I'd have a lot of fun doing that. So.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've been to a few places here where I live, but like there's just not a lot.
Honestly,
There's just not a lot of it. So
when it comes to being able to travel and visit a lot of places and within like a day, like that's why like one thing I like kind of believe that like most Europeans have over us here in America is because a lot of other countries are just like so close to each other. You can go
yeah, and they're small
visit
and
the other
stuff.
one. Yeah, you can go visit one of them for a whole weekend, and just come back home.
Yep.
Here, yeah, you can go out, to a different state for a weekend, but like the closest thing here to where we are, it's like what, Branson and
Oh yeah, Branson. Um, Six Flags isn't too far away from here.
yeah.
Magic Springs, stuff like that. So
But those
uh,
those kind of things get boring after a while.
they do. Like I said, that's why I was like, if I lived in a place where there was just so many, almost practically limitless options, I would have a lot of fun with that. And
Yeah.
because then you could just, you could spend almost
Well,
every
that's
other weekend doing stuff like that and have a lot of fun. So
that's one reason I would like to live in like places like Japan. You can live in the feudal, one of the more country cities, and then just easily hop on a train and be in Tokyo.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that would stuff like that is really cool to me. So well, pretty cool. Then there's a few down here pertain to technology and digital habits. Of course, the common one, limit screen time, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh, this one really got me. I don't know. This one seems silly to me, but maybe it won't sound as silly to you or other people.
Okay.
This one said organize and declutter digital files regularly.
Um,
I don't,
I
I don't have
Chuck.
that problem, but I guess I could see some people maybe loading up their folders and stuff like that with tons of I know a lot of people like take pictures of their kids and whatnot and nature or whatever, and then they'll just throw it all on their computer, I guess. But and maybe
Mhm.
that's what's going on. But I don't. To me, I'm like I don't have that as an issue. So
Yeah, I typically don't either, but there's sometimes I do.
it seems strange to me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going through your computer and cleaning things out. That's fine. But like, it just seems strange to me to make that a goal, like an official goal. Like, oh yeah, I need to make a goal to go through my computer. And to me, that's like it's making a goal to clean your house or something. I was like, you haven't been cleaning your house all year. Like, shouldn't you just? Yeah, I don't know. It just seems weird. So, but let's see, learn new technology or software that could go along with coding and stuff, programming and stuff. Uh, Create. Okay, this one's. I didn't even see this one earlier, but this one cracks me up too. It says create strong and unique passwords. That's someone's goals. Create strong and unique passwords. Wow. And let's see. Uh, Minimal. Try using a minimalist phone or app to limit distraction. Oh yeah, yeah. I was sitting there going, "What the heck is a minimalist app?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of those before, where it counts your screen time or whatever." And
Yep.
like, I think what does it do? Does it lock you out of your phone or something? I can't
I
remember.
don't remember
Or does
either.
it lock you out of certain apps? I think so.
I think it locks out of certain apps.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I would just go in there and just change the time if I did that. So if I don't have the discipline to just do it myself, then I'm not going to have the discipline to let an app do it for me. So mm, that's just
So
the way I see it. But yeah, that's all of this list. So you said you had a list.
yeah, so I found a list apparently of 28. This person did I guess a poll of and got 20 and ended up with 28 funny New Year's resolutions. Uh so the list starts, and I guess somebody put on there when they did the survey. Apparently the who them or whoever, I guess, I don't know. The New Year's resolution that they was order every drink on the Starbucks menu.
Oh wow, that's an
Yeah.
interesting one.
Apparently someone's
Wants to
New
try new
Year's,
things, I guess.
yeah. But Starbucks is too expensive for that shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I had a lot of money, I could see maybe something,
Yeah.
but I probably wouldn't do it at Starbucks. Maybe at other
Well, I
places.
mean, I guess they don't have enough of a menu to really be effective. You can have like one a week,
Yeah.
and you'd be done way before the year is even over. Uh, the next one, someone's New Year's revolution was to flamingo a friend's yard.
Flamingo a friend's yard.
They wanted to buy apparently. What I'm guessing they mean is you buy a bunch of those fake flamingos and stick them all in someone's yard, like
Against their
cover,
will? Or
like yeah, don't even let them know you're doing it. Just pull up with like a truckload of freaking pink flamingos and just plant them all over their yard.
okay, yeah, that would make me mad because I don't find those things to be good looking. Hmm.
Next one is perfect your Shutteroo board skills.
The Shutteroo board skills. What the heck is that?
Yeah, you know what a Shutteroo board is?
No, I never heard of that.
Uh, it's a basically, if I remember correctly, it's basically a build your own like cheese and cracker platter thing.
What?
It's basically like a build your own cheese. It's a build your own cheese and platter thing. People get really fancy with them. And they come out
Oh,
a
that people
charcuterie
make.
board.
There's okay.
Yeah,
People have
no,
way too much time on their hands, but
yeah.
okay. Well, that's interesting. So I guess
The next one is write
I
your
just
own.
called those snack. What would I don't know. I just call them snack trays, I guess. So
Yeah, that's what I did too. The next one, apparently, someone wanted to write their own Instagram captions.
oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
The next one is stop drinking your morning coffee after you brush your teeth.
All right. Well, you can just drink your coffee first and then just brush your
Yeah,
teeth after. I know some people will brush their teeth after breakfast because they don't like the way that obviously doesn't taste too good after they brush their teeth. So,
I I don't brush my teeth before I eat. Well, Technically, I do because I eat at work. So, but you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
it depends on the day for me. I kind
Yeah.
of take all that kind of stuff day by day. I don't really think about the way I do it. So
Apparently, the next one, I wouldn't even want to do this during Christmas.
oh yeah.
Celebrate Hallmark's countdown to Christmas in July.
Yeah, that sounds like way too much work for me.
Yeah.
Also sounds really boring too. I'd be bored out of my mind watching that.
Yeah. The next one. I like the next one.
Okay.
It's exercise your right to Taco Tuesday.
What do they mean by that? Just go get a taco every Tuesday? Or?
Yeah, basically get do Taco Tuesday every Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. That one I could see myself getting on board with. I do love tacos.
The next one is host a chicken party.
What the heck is a chicken party?
I don't know. You can look it up.
Okay.
I don't even want to know.
I was about to say this better not be something dirty. I don't want to see that. I have
I just,
I have innocent minds.
uh,
I have innocent minds. Uh, it looks like it's just a party where you eat chicken. I don't know.
okay.
Unless they're referring to something specific. That's what it seems like to me. So
Yeah. Or I mean, you could just be a party where everyone dresses up like a chicken. I don't know.
yeah, I guess you could take it where you dress up as chicken while you eat
Yeah.
chicken. You're a
Oh my
chicken
God.
eating chicken. That sounds horrible. It's
Yeah.
like we're all chickens, but we're eating chicken.
The next one is stop blaming my farts on the dog.
Blaming what on the dogs?
They're farts.
Oh, okay. They need to make that a goal or a resolution to not do that.
Yeah, I mean, how bad is it? How bad?
It's
How
just gotten out
much?
of control.
Yeah, like
I am out of
okay.
control with blaming my farts on my dogs. I have got to do something about this. Oh, I love some people's resolutions. It cracks me up.
Okay, this person. That would be expensive. Um, next two would actually really be
Those are people for
expensive.
people with money, though. So,
Treat your car to a regular disco car wash.
what the heck is a disco car wash?
It's what it sounds like. It's a car wash with that's playing disco music and all that stuff.
That's a thing?
They get the light, yeah. Apparently,
Oh, okay.
the next one would be more expensive than the previous one, and that's be on a first name basis with your regular Door Dasher.
I wouldn't want to do that.
No,
Me, I would rather us be anonymous.
yeah. I get the next one's not really, weird. I mean, because like it's kind of fun, but perfect your favorite celebrity impersonation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Eh.
If someone's really into that, I could see that. Yeah.
Oh God, that would get annoying to myself if I try to do this resolution. Spend a night ending each and every sip of your drink with an enthusiastic "ah, baby."
What?
So the resolution is to spend one night that every time they take a drink, once they when they're done taking a drink, they go "ah, baby"
Ah, baby.
enthusiastically. Yeah,
Wow. What a goal.
yeah. I would punch
Oh,
myself in the face by the end of the night.
huh. That person's like, I don't know. Whoever came up with that apparently is a very boring person.
Now this next one, I almost feel like I kind of want to do just to test it. It's see how many times you can watch your favorite series back to back in one year without getting bored of it.
It would depend on the series for me. Some series I get bored of it before I'm even done with
It's
one
your, I
view.
mean, it's got to be your favorite. This is your favorite series. So basically, when your favorite series ends, you restart it. That's the only show you
Oh,
watch all year long.
I could probably do that with friends. So, so I don't
Maybe.
know. Well, all year long, might be a
Yeah, it's
lot.
the whole year.
Yeah, I could probably do it with friends, and I could probably do it with Curb Your Enthusiasm. Those are probably the only two shows I can see myself doing that with. So,
Uh, do you know what an enneagram is?
an Enneagram
Yeah.
sounds familiar, but I don't think I know what it is.
Because this one says, bring up your enneagram number any chance you can and get friends to find out their number. I don't know. Hmm.
I
The
don't know what
next one,
it is.
I'm sure a lot of people are already done this. Join a buy nothing group on Facebook and trade up to see how big of an item you can get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically you just you're trading items online and to see how big, how much, see what you can get from each
Right.
other.
See if you can get something real good out of it.
Hmm.
Start with like some silly putty or something and end with like a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
This one. Keep gum or mints in your purse and be the friend that always has them to offer after meals.
There you go. Just start passing them around.
Yeah.
Need some gum? Need a mint? Need a mint? Need a mint?
Here you go. Start a meme account.
A meme account.
Yeah.
I've started a meme website before, but it didn't really go anywhere. But never in a meme account. So
Oh, I would. Okay, this one's almost tempting just to fuck with my friends with. Work the phrase "time will tell" into conversations at least once a week.
do what?
This is basically one conversation at least once a week in any random conversation. Figure out a way to drop the phrase "time will tell."
Time will tell.
Yeah,
Just you only have to do that once a week.
at least.
Oh, so you can do it as often as you want, but try to get in there as often as at least once a week. I feel
Yeah,
like I could throw that in there in every conversation. I feel like even if you, yeah, I feel like I could put that in every conversation.
yeah.
Be pretty easy.
Yeah. Next one is stay in more interesting Airbnbs.
I've only
Okay.
been in two, so and both of them were just fine. So
The next one, I was like, I mean, okay. Drink your coffee while it's hot. Okay.
oh my god, that is funny. Drink your my eye. Oh no.
So the next one is kind of interesting.
Oh man.
It says, got a little junk in the trunk. Find out what's in there. Literally, see what treasures are hiding out your car's trunk. So I guess check your trunk once a week or something or
Clean
whatever.
out your
Or,
trunk once in a while, you slubs.
yeah.
Actually, I have a lot of crap in my trunk, but I know all what's in there though. So it's not like I don't know what's in there. It's just there's a lot of crap in there. So.
Huh. I mean, the next one's not difficult if you live in an area where you have regular access to a mall. Throw a penny in the mall wishing well every time you go.
Yeah, or just some body of water, I suppose, in general. Yeah.
Okay, I don't see why this is on, on this list. It's kind of nice. Host a Sunday supper for your friends at least once a month.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm not a, I
And
don't really have very good like hospitality skills, I guess. I'm not very, but that, that's if some people like doing that kind of stuff. So,
our last three for this funny list, apparently. Learn the Thriller dance by Halloween.
I already know
By
how to,
time you already know how to do the Thriller?
yeah. I can do, there was, growing up, there was, I think, three different music video dances I learned the entire. Now, I will admit I'm probably be a little rusty if I got up and tried them now,
Hmm.
but I memorized the entire dance to Thriller, Bye Bye Bye,
Yeah.
and what was the third one? I can't remember now. I can't remember. Oh, Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears.
Yeah. I can't say much. I've done all the dances. Um, and the next one, again, just telling us you're a slob. Rearrange your kitchen yet again.
Rearrange your kitchen.
Either you're a slob or you just don't know what the fuck you want.
I can't really rearrange mine the way it's set up. It wouldn't work. So,
Yeah.
because I live in an apartment, but yeah, I could see that a little bit if you have a more adaptable. I mean, when I was a kid slash teenager, I was obsessed with rearranging my bedroom all the time. So,
Oh, okay. The very last one they hit us off with. Break your New Year's revolutions. Dot dot dot. And don't feel guilty one bit.
I feel like that applies to most people. So, mhm.
Well, a lot of people get feel like that. I don't really see why people feel so guilty if they can't do their New
Oh
Year's
no, I never
resolution.
felt guilty if I didn't do mine. I just say, oh, it didn't work out. So,
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that are like, shit, I fucked up this year. I wanted to do this, and
oh yeah, like
I
beat themselves
didn't.
up over it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, just try harder next year.
try harder. You. Not finishing that sentence.
So, do you have any
Yeah,
resolutions for this coming year?
I do not actually.
Yeah, the only one I really have is I'm try to, like I said, I'm not gonna compromise on quality, but I'm gonna try to finish the game I'm working. Well, the main game I'm working on, because technically I'm working on three, but the main game I'm working, I'm gonna try to finish it before the end of this year, but only if I can do it with what I'm trying to do. I'm not gonna like compromise quality for it. So
Yeah.
if I'm not done and there's still more work to be done, then yeah, that's fine. It can spill over into 2026. That's fine. So, but it is kind of a goal of mine. It would be nice to
Yeah.
get that game done and get it out of the way so I can start working on the other two. So
I
more
got
often.
goals, but I don't really count my goals as New Year's resolutions because, like, they, I just want to be able to achieve them at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and there's bucket list type goals too, where people they have much more long-term goals of things they want to do as well. So, I
For
don't know if I
maybe
really
for maybe for our 50th episode, we go through the weirdest bucket lists
yeah, we could. I don't know if
because
I've done a bucket list thing before, so but I guess I am slowly hitting that age where it might be something I think about. I don't know. So
yeah, you typically start working on that when you have more years behind you than in front of you.
yeah, because you quickly rather, you quickly start to realize that like, oh, I'm not gonna live forever. I might
Yeah,
want to actually do some of these things I want to do before I die. So,
I've already done most of the things I want to do.
yeah, that well, I mean, yeah, you've done a lot of stuff. Me, it's really more like I'm just easily satisfied is my thing.
Yeah,
It doesn't take much. Like, there's not really too much I would really just I feel the need to do before I die. Like if I died today, I would be satisfied with that. So,
yeah.
which I know that sounds depressing, but it's not. It's just how I think. So, oh, but yeah. So no new resolutions, this year.
No, no new ones.
That's the only one I really have is sort of a one. So,
No, because I just have goals, no resolutions.
yeah. Well, I always am working on something, and I have some kind of goal towards something because I have an addiction to side projects, so I'm always working on something. I have a goal to, um, you know, get them
Yeah.
get them done basically, and so sometimes I get them done, and sometimes I don't.
That's
Mm.
about how it goes.
Oh, I asked my kids today if they knew who Thomas Edison was, by the way.
Oh, okay.
'Cause you asked me to ask me that, and if I kept forgetting. So, but yeah, my son knew who he was. My daughter had no idea who he was, so never heard of him. And I was like,
Well, at
"What do you?"
least you're one for one, I
Yeah,
guess.
I was like, "Well, do you know who Alexander Graham Bell is?" She said no, and I was like, "Well, do
Hmm.
you know who Benjamin Franklin is?" She said no, and I
Uh,
was like, "Do you know who Abraham Lincoln is?" And she said no. She knew who George Washington was, though. And I
what
was
the
like,
fuck?
"Wow!" I was like, "What the?"
Okay. Interesting.
So either didn't learn too much about figures of past figures, historical figures, or just didn't pay too well attention to historical figures. So one or the other's going on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
schools are
guess.
weird, getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah, I admittedly, in spite of the fact that I'm a dad, I don't really know too many specifics of what's going on. I think that I'm like the stereotypical dad that don't even know where the school is, kind of thing. Uh, but yeah, yeah, I guess unless you have something else to talk about, we could wrap it up here, I suppose.
Real quick, I just noticed the strings on our avatars hoodies aren't even.
Oh, you just noticed that? Yeah,
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 now that's gonna bug
yeah. That's an
me.
example of like, I think over design where they're like, oh, most people's wouldn't have them even, so let's make them even.
No, like I specifically like will take the ends and put them in my mouth and so I can even
Yeah,
them
I
up.
just even them up with my chest. I'll line them up with my hands and like do like that until it looks even to the naked eye, So
Nah.
it's not like I pull out a tape measure or something and I'm sitting there going, "This is just exactly."
My thing is if they touch my finger at the same time and one is not getting pushed upwards, they're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that was it. Comment down below if you have any New Year's resolutions or or the weirdest New Year's revolutions you've ever made or know of someone making.
Oh yeah.
Plus, follow, of course, like, subscribe, and all that on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. Download his game.
I love how you always feel the need to throw that in there.
Other than that, have a Merry late Christmas and have a Happy New Year. Bye.